What's up there, YouTube? Section 333 here. How's everybody doing today? I actually had a decent day for a good portion of the day. And the clouds came out, the sun ducked behind, and it got cold again. But I had the Challenger out and let it stretch its legs, so to speak. And yeah, today is it's a sad day, as was yesterday and last Friday. And to clarify that, guy whom I considered to be a pretty great man passed away last Friday. We had his wake yesterday and his funeral today, and he was a good guy, you know. His name was Mike. He was a chef, and he actually catered my wedding. So he's somebody that I've always have equated with the greatest time of my life. That being the day I got married, it was the greatest day of my life. You know, that was it was tough to deal with. You know, him passing away. He wasn't that old. I think 56, 57, 57. And matter of fact, yeah, I think he was going to turn 58 the day after me. So next Thursday, yeah, he was going to be 58. And he's opened a new restaurant out east on Long Island here. You know, he was just a good guy, you know, and he was a good man. And as much as he was in the kitchen of his restaurant, he was just as important to the front of the house of his restaurant. He interacted, loved his customers. He had this innate ability. As an amazing chef as he was, I think that was his secondary talent, in all honesty. His primary talent was, in my opinion, and like I said, amazing chef, probably one of the best in this area, bar none. You know, I mean, he beat Bobby Flay. You know, I mean, he really was one of the best chefs in this area. It really was. And his primary talent, in my opinion, was his ability to make people feel special. People whom he barely knew, he could make them feel special. And you know my opinion is I feel like nobody's special until you decide they are. And he decided everyone was special. And that's just one of the beauties of a person like that, you know. But not to bring everyone down, I am so glad that everybody is here. So glad we got a lot of new subscribers. Sorry to jar you around like that. We're almost at that 500 mark, and then when we hit 500, I'll do another giveaway to celebrate that. Haven't decided what that giveaway will be. I'm thinking of doing one big giveaway. Although I like more winners, you know what I mean? I like more winners. I'd rather give smaller prizes, but give them to more people, you know what I mean? Or should I go one great big one, you know? But I do thank everybody who checks in. A little housekeeping. We are smoking this is the 2016 St. Patrick's Day edition pipe from Peterson's. I said that in this video, or my previous video, I said that I'm going to do all St. Patrick's Day pipes this month, and for every video I do. So this is the 2016. This is actually, it was weird, because I got the one from the previous year and it was green. So, of course, naturally, I was expecting that this one be green. And although they don't always do a green pipe for St. Patrick's Day, St. Peterson's, and that's fine. I actually went back and looked at the colors of some of the previous years, and there were other years where I think it was 2014 was a brown pipe as well, and there wasn't even an orange band on that one. But this tankard, they called this the tankard shape, and it does sit. The only thing is, because of that bow in the stem there, you see that, how it points down, that will hit your table, and it does lean back. All right, leans back, it leans back. So yes, it does lean back, this one. So I like to just rest it up on something. Like I take this, which if I had a rounded bowl, I would rest it in here. But it's a flat bottom, so what I do is I just take this and rest it up on this lip here, like that. And, you know, in case the table I'm using is not cleaned off appropriately. Which is highly likely, because I'm probably not going to clean the table out to have a smoke and make a video. Oh. So spring is coming. It will be here soon. This time next week, supposedly. We will have to see, won't we? Yeah, we will have to see. Funny. Been talking a lot about my wife and stuff lately in some of my videos. And she hates this hat. And when I was a kid, I probably hated this hat too. This is just a Levi's wax cotton hat, right? Anyway, I used to always wonder why my uncles would wear this silly looking hat, you know, go hunting, or you'd just be out in the garage working on a car or something, or just about anything. And I would say, why are they wearing that ugly hat? You know? And then it's got like a felt lining inside of it and everything, you know? And then as I've gotten older, isn't it weird how we get smarter as we get older? Yeah. And I said to my uncles, yeah, and even when they would put the ear flaps down like this, I would wonder, that's still a stupid looking hat. As I was shivering my tuchus off, you know? And I would wonder, why are they wearing that hat? That's so silly to wear that hat. Man, it's cold out here. You know? And then there's, now I'm older, and it's like, I totally get that hat. I think my dad's was green, in all honesty. Yeah. And no, his was black, like this. Someone gave me a green one, and I never wore it. Now I look for that hat all the time. It's a little lighter than this. So I was like, wow, you know, that would be perfect for the spring or the fall. And I can never find that hat. But it is funny how we get smarter as we get older. Um, when you're younger, you're taught to believe authority and respect authority. Now, I still respect authority, but I don't always believe them now. And what am I smoking? I'm still smoking the New Century. And I'm going to keep smoking the New Century till this is gone. I do have like 2 more tins of that, I believe. I'm not going to smoke the 2 more tins, but I'm going to smoke this tin till it is gone. Very nice. Yeah, no, I'm taking my own advice and that of Law and Smoke, of smoke it while you got it, or smoke it till it's gone. Where's a nice Schwepp of Essence Black Cherry Seltzer to my buddy Mike. But this is still one of my all-time favorite blends. Don't want to go too crazy with the Latakia. This is like perfect. This is actually also one of my favorite pipes to smoke as well. It has a great draw on it. It is heavy in the mouth, so it's not a great clencher, obviously. But very good smoker. Beautiful pipe too, actually. Gorgeous grains in this pipe. Yeah, I don't know if they were all like this, so to speak, but it's actually quite a beautiful pipe. Oh. Yeah, and this tobacco, I gotta tell you, I think they were my favorite tobacco company as a whole. I truly believe it was McClelland. Which is a shame because now they're not around anymore. But I have found other blends. I've found a lot of GLP stuff that I enjoy. Some of the Cornell and Deal blends. Of course, the Dan Tobacco. The way they manipulate Latakia is outstanding. So I'm gonna smoke that, as long as I can get it. That is tougher to get though. Mississippi River is still good. Seattle Pipe Club is still a great tobacco. Very good stuff. But yeah, there are a lot of good blends out there if you're willing to explore and expand your horizons, so to speak. There's certainly some very good blends out there to try out. But I just mentioned a couple just then. Dunhill stuff is still available if you like the Dunhills. I don't know how much Durbar you're going to find because I think I have most of it. But Durbar is a great Latakia blend if you like Latakia. There's some other blends out there as well. My Mixture 965 is starting to get very tough to find. Elizabethan you cannot find. That is done. But like some of the English blends, the standard London mixture, stuff like that is still out there. You can still find that, even on places like Pipes and Cigars. So if you do like those blends, now would be the time to stock up on them, I would say, because they're not going to make any more. And not to say that companies aren't going to make similar blends. I believe there is a Peterson blend that is almost identical to my Mixture 965, and I will certainly have to try that. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, of course. It's not the Sweet Killarney. But there is a Peterson blend that is supposed to be identical to my Mixture 965. So I have to figure out which one that is and maybe do a review side by side of the two of those. Which is supposed to be a pure Scottish blend. Or, oh wait, no, it's not an ideal Scottish blend. I think the Bag End from Country Squire is supposed to be more of an ideal Scottish blend. But my Mixture 965, I am told, is a Scottish blend. I will have to look that up as to what makes a Scottish blend a Scottish blend and vice versa. Oh. It is a shame that McClelland does not exist any longer. It really is. Because this is like one of the best pipe tobaccos I've ever had. Oh. I don't even count Esoterica anymore because it is so difficult to find, even though every now and then I do find a tin of it. And I don't believe in purchasing it on eBay. I just don't. But every now and then I find some Esoterica stuff, either whether it be Penzance, Pembroke, and So to Bed, Margate. Every now and then I find those, and when you do, great. You know, you smoke them up. You know, share those with friends, things like that. And but yeah, you just keep looking for blends, basically. And right now, like I said, I'm in that phase where I'm trying just about everything and anything that anybody suggests to me. Because I'm trying to obviously replace the McClelland stuff. On the other side of McClelland being out of the picture is I'm smoking some of the other things that I already have cellared. Like I said, still working on my basement. I have a couple days off next week. I hopefully plan to have that finished by the end of next week. And if I have that finished, I will do a full tour of my tobacco cellar, pipe collection, all of that, all at one shot. And I want to get it set up nice for you guys. So, you know, I want to look good. You know, it's just right now, as my wife would say it, she's like, "No, it's just there's a lot of furniture down there." And I say to her, "But it's all organized in a very chaotic way right now." I'm going to, you know, figure it out. I just need some time off. So I have some time off next week. And we'll see. Hopefully I'll get to it. Get that finished. And be able to have a nice tour of that area. And see what I have as far as the cellar goes for tobacco. And I don't really drink spirits anymore, but I have a nice spirits collection. People kept giving me this stuff. So it builds up after a while, you know? Especially if you don't partake of it too much, you know? But, or it's like one of those things, you get a really nice bottle of bourbon or a nice bottle of scotch. You don't want to drink it every day. So what happens is you go out and you get a good bottle of scotch or a good bottle of bourbon. You know, something reasonably priced and one of decent quality. And you know, it's like not spending a lot of money on a pipe. It's like, yeah, maybe I don't get a Sir Jacopo, maybe I get a regular pipe, you know. And but then you get a little reticent to drink the good stuff, or you know, I mean, actually the pipe you'll probably use, because you'll use the pipe over and over. Well, hope everybody's enjoyed this video. We got St. Patrick's Day coming up in a few days. Hope everybody has a nice, safe St. Patrick's Day, but an enjoyable one as well. And, you know, party as hard as your body can take it, I guess. And your wife will allow you. Or husband or significant other. Whatever. But have fun, enjoy it, and enjoy life. You know, if anything I've learned over the last couple of years is because Mike was not the only friend who passed away last week. And another fellow who I'd worked with for about 10 years who passed away as well. Couldn't have been a nicer guy, you know. I'm not saying don't stop being nice people. Always be a nice person. But you know, it does happen, and happens a lot. Happens a lot more than you think. It's more when it affects you directly. But you know, if anything I've learned, enjoy the time you have here on the planet. Leave a mark, and when I say leave a mark, leave a good impression on the world. Leave it just a little bit better than when you came into it. And I think the best way to do that is by being a decent human being to other people. Even when they're not decent to you. You know what? It's easy to just be nice for them and comply. My father used to say that and then we'll cut the story after this. He told me a story about a great yogi who lived at the top of a mountain in India. And yogi is a yoga master. So this yogi was at the top of the mountain in India, and a Westerner climbed all the way to the top of the mountain and asked the yogi what was the secret to happiness. And the yogi said, the secret to happiness is to never argue with fools. And the gentleman looked at him and says, well, I disagree with you. And the yogi said, and you are right. You guys have a good one. Have like I said, a blessed St. Patrick's Day and a blessed weekend. Thank you so much.